So in this video, I'm going to free myself from fantasy, and what I fancy is not the same as what I need. What I want is not the same as what I need. And God knows that. And whenever that happens to me, it comes to my assistance and my rescue to reconstruct my relationship with God, and make progress towards knowing that God is my husband in Isaiah 54. So whenever God knows that I'm thinking about someone, also I fancy a bit of this person, or slightly something to be arranged here, it's not the same when it is partial, when it's done partially, and so it's not the same. And another kind of observation is it may come across on the surface to be similar, and so what is going to occur is the basic need to have some change. So it is like an arranged relationship with the opposite sex, or the unique features of someone being the opposite from me, which could be another type of relationship that could make me interested with the opposite sex, that nothing is supposed to be straightforward because of the opposite attraction. And to make direct or indirect progress or support from someone to help me make progress is the few traits of finding a suitable partner. Obviously having the same goal and putting religion as a priority, obviously, which would include useful questions that I have. What would happen if I'm not with a compatible person who is easily disgusted and who is squeamish and expects everything to be perfect other than his heart? And he is unwilling to transform his heart and mind. He only wants to transform his appearance and make analysis on what has been achieved rather than what has been uncovered, in the sense of uncovering a mystery or resolving a problem. So that to me is not compatible. Someone who wants to be a type of a mammoth or a type of a giant creature, such as an elephant, to shape and to mold things over time as he wants, which is not a teamwork, and it's not it is original, but it isn't a couple. It's a dysfunctional, one-sided relationship. So this is disturbing to say. I maybe fancy this person by first impressions. However, I could go in and discover that this is not suitable. There's also the nerve-wracking idea that he would be angry all the time, or that he would not want to relax at all, or that he would be ashamed of his own genitalia and would say, this woman is my genitals, my private parts, or that woman is my genitals, or that woman. He has a problem with his genitals. So to me, it's a major aspect of dating another kind, which is a different. It's the same species. It's a human race. It's not the same species. You must be joking. But it definitely, in my conclusion, is someone who is the opposite sex does not necessarily mean that he could be human. He could be something else. On the emphasis of him being an original individual, he could be like a type of a robot, even less human. And so that is another thing to look at when it comes to arranging my dating agency, which would be a Christian dating agency, to look at people that could support or not support, supposedly be more straightforward. Some people are too complicated. So the purpose of this video is to ask and make myself known, why do I attract narcissists? So the majority are narcissist men, whether they are from a religious or non-religious. The majority are narcissists. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that we're both victims. However, one is a tyrannical victim, it's a tyrant, it's a narcissist tyrant, and the other one is not a tyrant, is only a victim. So this is the similarity, that we both want to resist being abused. However, one is more important than the other, and he loves himself more, so he has that power to condemn me, where he is cured and I am not cured. So it's a one-sided relationship, which is something that I don't want. And a narcissist will want to, at the beginning of any relationship, not tell lies. However, at a long-term relationship, which is many months and many years, it would want to lie and find ways to interpret evidence to cover up crimes and lies. That's the difference between a victim and an actual narcissist that is a tyrannical victim. A tyrannical victim will want to hide that evidence. So freeing myself with these facts to say there's a difference between me fancying someone or even being emotionally connected or bonded, I have to separate myself from what I fancy. Like, say I fancy pizza, but it doesn't mean it's going to be good for me. So where possible, looking at the relationship between me as a victim and the similarity of me compared to, someone else. And so I'm a type of person that doesn't like to judge people, even if that person is a narcissist, because not everybody that is a narcissist or that is is an automatic tyrannical victim, and not everybody that is a victim is going to be a victim forever. If they look at what is causing the problem and they're willing to work as a team. However, there are going to be a long-term, even permanent narcissist, which is a tyrannical victim, with these facts. Fact number 1, it will not be humbled, and it will want to make rules to break rules. Number 2,